the Browns hope to be starting Pickett and not Flacco. Like that, to me, he's the least attractive of the four options. I would understand what you were saying if we thought that, rough 8 games and they'll be like 4-4, and then, okay, we're through that, stick with the veteran.
But you're still in the hunt.
Right, but I think Drew's talking about them being 2-6 and being, you know what I mean, and being out of it.
Okay. We're heading to Jacksonville, home of the Prince, where Travis is warming up. So get this. Liam Cohen says he won't practice on both sides of the ball on a single day, but he will go to both meetings. Nick, are you buying or selling Travis can have an impact on both sides of the ball?
I'm definitely buying it, and I actually think, from first-time head coach Liam Cohen, I really like this approach. I like the approach of, instead of splitting his time within a day, of having an offense day, a defense day. I think that's the best chance he has to get the most out of his time is if it's like, okay, today on the field I'm doing just offense, and then maybe after practice do a little extra work on whatever, and then the flip side the next day, as opposed to going back and forth within the same day, especially early on. And I think he is already definitively the Jags' best corner and already definitively the Jags' second best receiver. Now, it doesn't mean that's how they're going to use him, but I think that's what he is. And Brian Thomas is an excellent player. And so Brian Thomas might always be better than Travis as a receiver. He was that good as a rookie. But yeah, I think he will have an impact on both sides.
I feel like maybe I'm tripping. I feel like you can, in some of these little routes he's running, you can see the explosiveness. Like it looks like his burst is, the crispness, the speed, it just looks different from some of these other ones we've seen. But I'm going to sell in that I feel like if they play him like full-time, kind of close to full-time on both sides, I think that's going to lessen his impact. I think the best thing for him will be one side receiver, full-time, spot duty on the other side. And I think that way he'll be, I think if he goes full-time both sides, he'll just be good at both, but it'll limit his ability to be phenomenal on one side of the ball. So I think eventually, whether it's this year or his second year, eventually he'll become like a full-time one-way guy, but do spot duty, kind of like Deion Sanders did, like spot duty on the other side of the ball. So if he's a full-time cornerback, he's our third receiver, we put him in at times at receiver, or vice versa.
Go ahead. I have a question for you. Here's what I'm going to put a take chip down on take roulette board. This oddly didn't come up because he was so awesome all the time in Colorado. If he has a game where they throw the winning touchdown on him, or he drops a pivotal pass, I feel like the media will be pouncing on the idea this is a reason why it'd be like if Ohtani was all of a sudden hitting 250. If it works, when it works, it works. But if it dips a little bit, I think people are going to try to say it shouldn't be happening.
Oh, yeah, and I think people are probably going to...
I don't know if Liam Cohen's going to be able to handle that.
People should be patient with it because he's trying to do something no one's ever done. Because I don't think his hope is to do what Deion did. I don't think his hope...
I think they should give him the chance to go full-time both ways initially. But I just think he'll be at his
But when
best.
he gets burned, it's...
But everybody gets burned
legitimate
sometimes.
Though. But that'll be an excuse. It'll be a reason.
When Christian Gonzalez gets burned, I'm not like, he shouldn't be playing offense. I'm like, all right.
It may have nothing to do with him getting burned, but that people will bring that up.
One last point on this. If Drew's right that eventually he's going to be full-time one, part-time the other, then it is in everyone's interest for the full-time to be a receiver from a financial perspective. Like for him, for what his second contract looks like, and for them, where the most value is. Like in a league where the top corners make 60% of what the top receivers make, a top flight receiver is flatly more valuable than a top flight corner.
Okay. Coming up next, that was okay. Jamar Chase wants to play in the...
great.
Me too. Wilds didn't like the stats.
It was better than
Wilds, can I ask a question? If Brew, me, and the producers like the stats and you don't like them, maybe you should just roll with them.
I did.
You're mad.
Can we stay just a little bit longer?
Don't worry, we'll be back.